In just 3 years, Castlefin Partnership Initiative has created a national brand, developed a regional event, and in simple terms has perfected what social enterprise is all about. Castlefin Partnership Initiative was set up in 1999 to develop community facilities for their locality and much needed space for young people. 13 years on and they have far exceeded their initial expectations, but their drive, commitment and passion for community has not waned. Northwest Garden Show was an acorn that has grown into an oak tree. In just 3 years, the voluntary committee have created a profit-making venture that any corporate would be proud of. In 2010, 10,000 people passed through the gates of the inaugural show. 12,500 people attended the show in 2011, and this year a massive 21,000 people arrived in Castlefin. Bear in mind, Castlefin has a population of just 800. Award-winning garden designer Dermot Gavin sums up the uniqueness that is the Northwest Garden Show and why it's such a success.
Well, there's pretty much only 2 garden shows I would attend every year, and that is the Chelsea Flower Show that I'm just back from last night and the Northwest Garden Show. What makes it different is the people, the passion, and I think also the fact that maybe it starts off as the underdog, a new garden show, and you want to see something new, develop a distinctly Irish and a distinctive Donegal flavour, and see that marching on and doing great work for generations to come, hopefully.
So, after 12 months of planning, 100 volunteers and a steely determination to succeed, the Northwest Garden Show opened its gates with gusto. Garden designer and TV personality Tim Austin says that despite the economic recession, garden design and planning is still important, especially in terms of adding value to a property.
The garden of your dreams, it's how big your dreams are, how big is your imagination, it's how far do you want to go. But I think, let's say in terms of getting a garden designer in, certainly at the moment is not very expensive. And I think what you need to think about is exactly what you need to do with your garden, how far do you need to go. Decide what type of garden it is you want and then base your budget on that. And then in terms of investment, I think it's well worth investing in your garden.
The inaugural Northwest Garden Rose took place on the eve of the garden show this year, with stunning Rachel Ewing taking the crown. Sponsored by McElhinney's department store, 15 budding beauties took to the stage of the Villa Rose Hotel. Rachel will now represent CPI at official functions over the next 12 months, and according to the judges, will be an excellent ambassador.
It's been a fantastic night. The talent was absolutely brilliant. And it's a credit to the girls, and they're and we're proud to be sponsors of the Northwest Garden Show.
I'm so proud to represent here the Crossroads, Castlefin, the whole of the Northwest is just absolutely fantastic.
Building on 2 successful garden and outdoor living shows, the CPI committee decided to add in new features to further engage audiences nationwide. One idea that came to life was Trash and Fashion, a national transition year programme inviting students to create a couture outfit made from recycled material, and it generated much interest across Ireland. Over 50 entries resulted in a spectacular catwalk of colour, innovation and creative couture. Spearheaded by Karen Murphy's School of Speech, Drama and Communications, the event offered a unique opportunity for students to showcase their talents.
I'm passionate about communication skills and the ability to stand up and be counted and present yourself. So that's why at the very final in today's show, it was imperative that each of the girls spoke for a few minutes. And funnily enough, quite a number of teachers and quite a number of parents have come up to say, I can't believe the confidence the girls have had to get up. And as you and I know, out there in the working world, if we're not able to speak, if we're not able to present ourselves, what's the point? So it would be great to be able to do this with every sphere of education and all the other subjects. But I suppose art is visual, and some of us are visual learners, some of us are kinesthetic, we like to do, and some of us are auditory, we like to listen. So the combination of the 3 of those things really is what's standing here in front of us.
The Northwest Garden Show is all about the flowers, and King of the Flower Pavilion, John Paul from John Paul Florists, says his sponsorship offers his business a great platform to promote his work.
After last year's, I only did demonstrations and we got a lot of work back from that. So we travelled around more far out in Donegal doing weddings and things like that. And then this year I do classes and teaching as well back in Derry, so there's a lot of interest in that as well. So it's kind of the knock-on effect, like the ripple effect after the weekend itself.
Day 2 of the Northwest Garden Show proved a hit with the ladies as they saw exclusive summer wear from McElhinney's, with RSVP brand ambassador and TV3 apprentice star Sandra Murphy acting as MC.
Fantastic committee on board with CPI. They're highly efficient, and I think that people sometimes underestimate the level of organisation into an event like this. And in particular, I think the backstage crew who've been involved in all of this really deserve to be commended, because it's been absolutely tremendous.
Another new feature this year was Cookery School Live, which brought producers and customers together. It was led by Ireland's first community chef, Brian McDermott.
We've brought the producers closer to the cooking environment this year so that the public can meet the producers, they can see where the food's coming from, and I play my part in that. We're just teaching them very basic cookery skills that they can go home, buy the produce at the show, go home, try it, make it, and there they are. They've brought up their cookery skills, they've got to meet the producer. It's a win-win for everyone.
2013 marks the 50th anniversary of US President John F. Kennedy's visit to Ireland, the first of an American president. To coincide with this, CPI Limited will unveil a new project, the White House Garden. And during the show this year, Diarmuid Gavin, who will design the garden, revealed his plans for what is expected to be one of the Northwest's biggest tourist attractions.
Well, like so many places in Ireland, we need to do, I think, something a little bit more. So we've developed, myself, Michael Carlin and the committee of the Northwest Show, have developed this notion of bringing a template for a garden that we're planning to offer to the American people, for a garden for the White House, and having it built here first as a permanent tourist attraction. A garden that will be unveiled this time next year at the show, and then will be really officially unveiled to mark the 50 years since JFK landed in Ireland.
Michael Carlin says the White House Garden project will be a legacy piece from the Northwest Garden Show.
It's a very unique garden design. It's 2 interlinking ovals built in traditional stone. The planting is going to be very, very significant in that it will be trees that are predominantly available in both countries, and plants that are available in both countries. We want to have a mirror image of both gardens, and to have the 2 identical or as near identical plots, we have to source plants that are suitable to both climates and that. And I think the whole idea of it as a present from Ireland to America I think it's a fantastic idea, and I think that people will really latch onto it.
So, with 155 exhibitors at the 2012 Northwest Garden Show, what attracts them? And why do so many keep coming back?
The reason we ended up here the first time was Michael Carlin rang the quarry looking for stone to tidy up an area, and I came up with a stone myself and had a look to see what they wanted to do, and I thought, right, I want to be here, and just common sense. They've been good to us and we've been good to them, and it's working out great.
The weekend was very good, Joanne. The weather was brilliant, and we had a great turnout of people here, and a lot of people through the show and through the stand here. Very delighted with the turnout we've got here.
The theme of the 2012 Northwest Garden Show was something for everyone, and this is precisely what visitors to the show thought too.
It's absolutely brilliant to be here. It's a great day for it. There's lots of different things this year. So yeah, plenty of stuff for everybody to do.
Oh well, to me it's just the flowers and the way it's laid out, and then when you get a good day, I mean that makes it. It's fabulous, you know. It's just great. You wouldn't ask to be anywhere else today.
Excellent, very well organised. So we park the way up, and the bus services every 2 to 3 minutes, and it's absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
There's lots of ideas, some novel stuff that we've never seen before, especially in the centre there. So it's fantastic.
Plans are already underway for the 2013 Northwest Garden Show, with early excitement building about the White House Garden, growing numbers, new features and securing new corporate partners. Michael Carlin says this event has exceeded everyone's expectations, but CPI will continue to invest their time and efforts into making it better each and every year.
Well, we'll close the gates this evening at 6 o'clock. Planning has already started for 2013, as you've seen the unveiling of the plans for the show garden and that. So I mean, Monday morning we'll read the site out and we'll sit down and replan the site and replan the whole thing.